Hello guys, so solve tayo ng annuity problem. A bank offers a 12% interest to be compounded annually. How much should the teacher deposit now if he wants to receive 15,000 pesos at the end of each year for 5 years? So, usual na sa mga engineering economy na mag-drawing ng cash flow diagram para mas maintindihan natin yung problem. Okay? So, meron ka daw na interest na 12%. Okay? 12% interest. And then, how much should a teacher deposit now if he wants to receive 15,000 at the end of each year for 5 years? So, meaning, ilan daw yung i-deposito ng teacher, P, ito yung hinahanap natin, para kumubra siya ng 15,000 pesos each year. Each year yan ha. Each year for 5 years. Okay. Lagay ko lang itong mga, okay, 5 years. So, 5 na arrows pataas, ibig sabihin, kukubra si teacher ng 15,000. This is A equals to 15,000. Ilan daw yung kailangan niyang deposito para kumubra siya ng 15,000 sa loob ng 5 taon. So, basically, ganun yung problem. Okay, so, sabihin natin this is year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and ito yung year 5. And now is 0. Okay, so I'm gonna show you two methods to solve this. Yung isa is, meron tayong formula for this, and yung isa naman is Caltech. Okay, especially sa mga nag-board exam. Okay, so yung para ma-solve natin to, since given tayo ng P and ng annuity, we can use the formula P equals annuity times, or palitan natin to, gawin natin bracket, annuity times the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n all over yung ating interest rate. Okay. So, plugging in, yung annuity natin is 15,000 pesos. Okay. Multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus I is 0.12, di ba? Yung ating interest rate. All over, I raised to negative n, yung n natin is 5 years. So, n is 5. Tapos, yung interest rate natin is 0.12. Now, let's plug in this to our calculator. So, meron tayong 15,000 times the quantity of 1 minus 1.12. So, inad ko ng dalawa. Raised to negative 5. Okay, and then ito is 0.12. Okay. So, the answer is 54,071.64. Okay? So, P is equal to 54,071 or 71.64 pesos. Okay. So, ito daw yung kailangan niyang i-deposito para makatanggap siya ng 15,000 sa loob ng 5 taon per year. Okay? So, paano naman yung calculator techniques nito? Okay, so burahin ko muna to. So, sa Caltech nito, ito is para sa mga magbo-board na lang, para mas mabilis na. Or, para hindi ka na magtuom ng medyo complicated and mahahabang formula, especially sa annuity. Kasi napakaraming formula sa annuity. Medyo nakakalito kapag naghalo-halo na siya. So, meron tayong shortcut. But first, you need to understand and dapat marunong kang gumawa ng cash flow diagram katulad itong ginawa natin dito. Pangalawa is you need to know this single formula. The single formula which is F equals P1 plus I raised to N. Napakasimpleng formula lang to. And I think we are all familiar with this. This is the compound interest, diba? Basically, you have the present or yung principal amount, and ito yung future amount natin. Okay? So also, you can derive for P, yung principal amount, which is you divide both sides by 1 plus I raised to N, and you get F equals 1 plus I raised to N. So technically, ito lang yung kailangan nyong tuumin. Kasi makukuha nyo naman yung P by algebraic manipulation. Okay. So anong kasunod dito? Ngayon, bigyan ko muna kayo ng sample. Okay? So kasi itong year 1 na ito, itong kada araw na ito, itong kada araw na ito, pwede natin siyang actually ilipat dito sa present. Okay? Itong future amounts na ito na matatanggap niya every year. Yung year 2, pwede natin yung ilipat dito. Yung year 3, pwede natin ilipat yan dito hanggang year 4 and year 5. However, hindi natin pwedeng ilagay, halimbawa gusto ko itong ilipat na year 1, okay? Ilagay ko to dito, edi ito is 15,000. No. Hindi yun ganun. Because we need to take account yung taon. Okay? And kada taon, nagko-compound siya. So basically, itong mga araw na ito, kapag transfer mo siya sa present, nagdi-differ sila in terms of years. Okay? Yung value nila is nag-iiba depende sa taon or yung period natin. Okay? So, bigyan ko kayo ng example. Halimbawa, itong year 1, ilipat natin dito sa present. Okay? So, meron tayong since this arrow is a future, okay? Pwede natin siyang gawin into present. So, present is equal to future, gawin kong P1 kasi ito yung present ni year 1. Okay? So, future ni year 1 is, syempre, is 15,000. Kasi same man lang sila. Hanggang 5 years, diba? And then, 1 plus 0.12 yung ating interest rate. And yung N is 1 year. Okay? So, ilan to? Let's do calculator. We get 15,000 1.12 raised to 1 or bakit nagsintak okay, raised to 1. So ito yung equivalent value niya, 13,392 point something. Okay? So sa year 2 naman, okay, 15,000 over 1 plus 0.12 raised to 2. Okay? So ilan yan? Okay, gawin ko itong 0.86. Okay? So yung P2 natin, ilan yung P2? Palitan ko lang to ng 2. That is 11,957.91. So 11,957.91. So kung mapapansin nyo, nag-iiba lang tayo ng year. Okay? So dito year 1, year 2, and so on hanggang year 5. Okay? So itong P1, P2, P3 hanggang P5, that represents the value nitong mga araw na ito dito. Okay? So ibig sabihin kapag in-add natin yung P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5, yun na yung value ng P natin. Okay? So, itong process na ito, kapag minamano mo siya, is quite exhausting. Especially, kapag yung taon or yung period is sabihin natin 10 years, 20 years, di ba? Marami kang i-add. So, ito yung kagandahan sa Caltech kasi meron tayong summation na function. Okay? So, paano yung gagawin dito sa calculator? So, dito sa Casio, usually, itong Casio kasi is banned na sa board exam, kaya kadalasan yung nakikita ko is Canon, yung transparent. So, sa Canon, you just press shift ups. Okay? Dito, wala ditong shift ups bagos, you can press shift and itong log. Kung mapansin itong Z or sigma or inverted M yata or hindi ko alam, basta sigma. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin lang nito is may function ka dito sa side na ito and then magsasubstitute ka ng value from x starting dito papunta dito sa taas. Okay, ito yung last na value na isa-substitute niya dun sa function na in-input mo. Okay, so para mas maintindihan natin, let's do this. Okay, so ito yung ating function. Okay, ito. Okay, wait. Okay, ayan. So, lagyan natin 15,000. And ang denominator natin is 1 plus 0.12 which is yung ating interest rate. And since nagbabago yung year natin, ito yung ating magiging variable. So, we denote is as x. Okay? Ito yung nagbabago. So, maglalagay na tayo ng limits. Okay? Ano daw yung starting value natin? Ang starting value natin is from year 1 hanggang year 5. Okay? So, isolve nyo yan from year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and iti-take niya yung summation noon. Okay? So, if we take the, or if we press the equal sign, we get 54,071.64, which is parehas nung nakuha natin kanina. Okay? So, ito yung Caltech nito. 0.64, which is same to sa nakuha natin kanina. Kung mapapansin nyo, mabilis din itong process na ito. Okay? So, yun lang. Thank you for listening.